Hey, this is Jamie with Useful Knowledge. Well, I'm about to show you how to make hibiscus jelly. Well, it's widely known that hibiscus tea actually helps to lower high blood pressure. Well, for years I've taken the hibiscus tea and made hibiscus jelly. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to make it. So hibiscus jelly is made out of hibiscus tea, which is hibiscus flowers and water made into a tea. And then it's just your standard jelly recipe using Sure-Jell and sugar. Okay, before we can make our hibiscus jelly, we have to make hibiscus tea. And making hibiscus tea is super simple. It's 4.5 cups of water, and you're going to bring that to a boil. So we're going to pour our water in there. Okay, as you can see, our water's starting to boil. We're right at the boiling point. And so all we're going to do is we're going to turn that off, and we're going to add our 1/4 cup of hibiscus flowers. And we're going to let this steep for about 10 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and our hibiscus tea is ready. So all we have to do now is we take this strainer and we're just going to pour this hibiscus tea into our pitcher over here, straining out the flower petals. And now we have hibiscus tea, and we're going to use this hibiscus tea to make our hibiscus jelly. Okay, first thing you need to do is you need to turn your oven on to 250 degrees, and we're going to heat up 7 8-ounce jelly jars. Now this recipe for hibiscus jelly is going to yield about 6 jars, but I always like to throw in one extra. Again, that's 7 8-ounce jelly jars. Okay, before you start cooking the jelly, what you want to do is you want to get your lids warm for canning. So we're going to turn that on a medium-low, and we're going to put our lids in, and that's going to warm them up for when we start to can. Okay, as I said before, hibiscus jelly is made out of hibiscus tea, sugar, and fruit pectin. And in this case, I'm using Sure-Jell. So to get started, you place 4 cups of hibiscus tea into your pot, and you're going to stir in 1 package of fruit pectin or Sure-Jell. You're going to mix that up. You're going to bring this to a full rolling boil, and at that point we will add our sugar. Okay, our hibiscus tea and Sure-Jell has reached a full rolling boil, and this is a full rolling boil. It's one that cannot be reduced when you stir it. So that is a full rolling boil. So at this point we're going to add in 4.5 cups of sugar. Now we do use organic sugar, but your regular refined sugar will work just fine. And so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring this mixture to a boil, and once it gets to a full rolling boil, we're going to let it boil for about a minute, and then we're going to can it. And that's how fast you can make hibiscus jelly. Okay, our hibiscus jelly mixture has reached a full rolling boil, and now once it does that, it's time to turn it down just a little bit. Now they don't say that in the Sure-Jell recipes, but I have made enough jellies and jams over the years that you need to turn it down. And let this run for about a minute, just like this, stirring constantly, and you will be ready to make jelly. Okay, it's been about a minute, and we're going to turn off our hibiscus jelly, and then we're going to can it. Okay, we just took our jars out of the oven. They're at 250 degrees. Our hibiscus jelly has been boiling, and our lids are ready to go. And just like in all of our other canning videos, you just want to bring it right up to the bottom of your canning funnel. Okay, at this point, you want to take a wet paper towel and you want to wipe off the top of this lid. And that's going to make sure that you have a great seal when you go to canning this. So you see there might be a little bit of jelly on the top. You just want to take a wet paper towel and just wipe off each top. So we're going to take each one of our lids and we're going to dry them. We're just going to dry them in a paper towel. These are our hot lids, and we're going to set them on the jar. Okay, we got our lids on there, and the next thing is your band. Okay, we want to make sure all these lids are really tight. And yes, they're hot, so be careful. Okay, now, at this point, we're going to turn them over for 5 minutes. Alright, so this yielded 6 jars of hibiscus jelly, plus a little bit to eat in the morning. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes and we're going to turn our hibiscus jelly over. And these will begin to seal in about 30 minutes as they cool down, and you will hear a ping. So we hope you gained some useful knowledge on how easy it is to make hibiscus jelly. This recipe yielded a little over 6 8-ounce mason jars of hibiscus jelly. Okay, it's the next morning and our hibiscus jelly looks great, tastes great. It gelled perfectly and made some great hibiscus jelly. Thanks for watching.